I'm Josh Toll.
I'm Brett Roberts.
And I'm Stephen Heavenstreet.
Welcome to Hapticast. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hapticast, episode 12. This is Haptic Intel's podcast where we talk about video games and other things that tickle our teeth. I'm joined by my good friend Brett Roberts and Stephen Heavenstreet. I'm Josh Toll. Thank you again for coming on, Stephen. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me back on, gentlemen.
Anytime. Let's start with some housekeeping items before we move into it. E3 this year. We'll be doing full coverage again of the main conferences like we did last year.
Correct.
Live streaming starting Sunday, June something or other. I don't remember the date off the top of my head. That would be Bethesda's conference and EA's conference. And then the next day is probably going to be Microsoft and Sony. Yeah. I think is how they're setting up. They haven't fully confirmed. But when we know more about the dates, we'll let you guys know. But just know that we're going to be there. We're going to live stream it, have live reactions, come to you a half hour before each conference, and then stick around probably for a half hour after each one, depending on the times that set up.
I'll make like a nice poster that has all the information on it and stuff.
So if you haven't already, subscribe to us on Twitch, twitch.tv/hapticintel. And we'll be over there doing that. It was fun last year. Picked up some subscribers from that. So if you're here from that, thank you. And we're going to do it again this year because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
11 weeks away, I think.
Yeah.
It'll be here before we know it.
I think you're correct. This right here in the middle is the Star Wars Force Awakens soundtrack. I put it up this week because of the Blu-ray coming out on DVD. By the time this is out, it'll already be out. It's actually out on digital right now.
Okay.
You can also find it online, other means, finally.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's been out via other means.
Yeah. Finally. It took a long time. Disney kept a tight wrap on that, but I watched it again the other night when I found out.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. I like that movie.
Soundtrack's fucking awesome as well.
It is.
I have the physical.
Slick. This is slick too, like with the stars. Don't you have a different version?
No, it's the same on the cover, but it came with a couple like bonus little postcard looking things.
Yeah, I didn't get any
art
of those
pieces.
Things,
it was like a Target exclusive or something. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's jump right into it and talk about the games that we're playing.
All right, Steven, how about you go?
Gee, since I was on last, probably just been playing more Persona 4. Although it's been a few days since I played any game. But I think I have around 10 hours into the game now.
Nice.
Still on the first Yukiko dungeon. But I'm near the end. I just essentially grinding, and I need to get healing items to like prepare for the final battle.
Yeah.
And I think there's like 2 or 3 days of rain before like that I'm in now. So I have that time to like grind and get the appropriate items I need before I go off. But
of course.
Yeah, other than that, not much. It's been a little bit, so. But with school's starting to pick up now.
Yeah.
So
I feel you.
My schedule, but other than that, yeah.
But you're playing one of the best games, if not the best game ever created, so GG.
Yeah, it's super good and super fun and awesome, and I will play to the end. I want to beat it before P5 comes out this year, so.
Good luck with that.
I think I'll be able to do it.
You still think it's coming out this year? In the States? North America?
I definitely think it's coming out.
Yeah, probably.
I don't see why not.
Go ahead.
Me?
Yeah, games you're playing.
Games I've been playing. I mentioned a couple of PC games last week that I've been playing, or 2 weeks ago that I've been playing. I picked up The Culling as well.
The Cucking?
The Cucking. It's a survival Hunger Games type of game. It's pretty fun.
I'd like to pick it up as well.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then besides that, I played the Final Fantasy 15 Platinum demo, which we'll talk about later, which is fucking amazing. I haven't really played a lot of games. I'm 3 bosses away from the end of Salt and Sanctuary. Besides that, really not been playing many games.
Yeah. I've been playing Dancing All Night, Persona 4.
We have the unboxing video. You can go check that out on our channel.
The soundtrack is...
It's good.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's the one reason I want the game, to be honest.
I fucking sit there laying in bed at night playing it and fucking dancing while I'm sleeping. So
Dancing all night, dude.
Yeah, dude.
There you go.
Literally all night, like 4 a.m. sometimes, just like Persona 4. Also, I'm playing Guitar Hero Live. Good.
Yes.
I like that game a lot. And then I also played the Final Fantasy 15 Platinum demo, which we'll, again, talk about coming up here in a moment. All right. Anything else?
No.
Before we get into our main topic, I just want to shill out my condolences to people at Evolution Studios, which has closed down. For those of you that don't know, they did Drive Club, as well as, I can't remember the name of the game.
Motorstorm.
Yeah, Motorstorm, before that. So Sony said that they're going to try to help relocate some people, and I'm assuming that maybe some of those people are going to be picked up by other Sony studios because there's a lot of talent over there.
Yeah.
I mean,
they said they're going to try to put them where they can. So
Drive Club sold pretty well for what it was. There was a lot of problems with it. It was supposed to be a launch title for the PS4. Got delayed a year or something like that.
Then it came out, had issues.
Yeah, lots of issues. There's a PS Plus version of it, so that's how. I mean, at least I got my hands on it.
Yeah.
But it always sucks when studios close, and there's a lot been going around lately. Microsoft closed a bunch recently, and Sony's been closing quite a few here and there. So we'll see. But it sucks.
It does suck.
Also, Santa Monica Studios is picking up a bunch of people, though.
Okay. I'm glad you brought that up, though, because, what was it, 2 weeks ago, we talked about Ubisoft and their troubles that they're going through, and
Right.
I'm glad we could take the time to do stuff like this.
It sucks, because making video games is hard, and it's not like, unless you're at a really specific studio, it's not like a sure thing that you're going to have a job after a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get picked up by a studio for a game, and more than likely you're let go after that.
Yeah, very cyclical, project-based type work.
So you have maybe steady work for 3 or 4 years, and then, unless the game doesn't come out, which there's a lot of that.
Unless it's Final Fantasy 15 and it takes 10 years.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's been plenty of...
It'd be quite a story around that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't. Also, with Last Guardian, there needs to be a documentary on that.
Yeah. That would be nice, actually.
Made by us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Us?
Yeah, we're going to do it.
All right.
We're gonna
Some
get this
investigative journalism.
Yeah.
I mean, we did break the story that IGN falsely reported.
Yeah,
that,
we did. That video is still up, by the way. So, check that out.
Talk about a throwback.
The only Haptic Intel reports that's ever been done. Okay, but yeah, I just want to throw it in there because it sucks.
No, definitely.
All right, moving into the rundown. Today we're going to be talking about Final Fantasy, we're going to be talking about Overwatch, we're going to be talking about Axiom Verge, we're going to be talking about PS4K, we're going to be talking about Valve, we're going to be talking about a lot of other things too. Call of Duty. Nintendo.
Damn. It's a packed schedule here.
It's a long list. In other weeks I will write it down, so it's better. But I just want to throw that out there to you guys, let you know what we're going to be talking about. Also, I haven't noticed it on my pop filter. I forgot it, so...
And I don't know if you noticed, but it's hot as balls in this room, so if we're sweating
it's
profusely...
It's literally probably like 130 degrees, so you're going to see us doing this a lot, see us doing this a lot.
Yeah.
My beard's going to start getting sweaty, but it's all right. These pants, these shorts that I'm wearing right now, you know why I hate these shorts? I like them because they're thin and they're comfortable. But listen, the back of my knees sweat profusely anytime I sweat. It's the back of my knees and my ass and my face.
Like your leg pit?
Like my leg pit.
It's called the crevices
so I
of your
guarantee
body.
34... for me now, there's fucking going to be a huge wet stain on the back of my... I hate these shorts for that.
Roll them up, dude.
Just...
Roll them up nice and good.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah, there's going to be a huge fucking sweat stain on the back of the shorts.
No more problem. We're good.
Yeah, no more, except my fucking knees are sweaty.
Viewers, you should be happy to see that you didn't see what just took place. So,
well, they kind of did. I think they might have. I mean...
Well, he's trying hard, but...
Yeah.
There he goes a little bit.
All right.
It's a little bit of leg.
Yeah. Listen, dude. My thighs are nice and thick, all right?
All right.
Okay, Final Fantasy 15 held their Uncovered event on March 31st, I believe was the date, hosted by Greg Miller and Tim Geddes from Kinda Funny. I just want to say, first of all, they did a fantastic job.
They did. And they did a great job in the event that the information that they were revealing
was leaked
and
early.
they made a joke about it.
Yeah.
By the way, I wasn't going to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about fuck you GameSpot. They should be closed down and everyone there should be just... That's it.
Yeah.
Because they literally took what could have been one of the best moments in gaming history and fucking destroyed it.
Yeah. They really dropped the ball.
Yeah,
They fucking destroyed it. And did you see fucking... what's his name? Hajime Tabata?
What about him?
When he came out, he's being all cute with the button.
Yeah.
It would have been so much fucking cooler if GameSpot didn't do that.
Yeah.
So fuck you, GameSpot. Close down. You're done. I actually unsubscribed from them on YouTube. I unfollowed them from Instagram.
Why were you subscribed to them in the first place?
And Twitter. I don't know. Because they're bad.
Now, here's the thing. GameSpot usually does coverage with Greg Miller and Tim Geddes and all the guys from Kinda Funny.
Yeah.
So it's weird and kind of fucked up, if you ask me.
I mean, it's not everyone's fault there, but whoever's fault it is, I hope you feel like a cuck. Because you are.
Yeah.
And what was funny that someone on Twitter observed that, like, IGN reported, like, the information, like, leaked when it was, like, officially, like, I'm sure all these places knew, but like they had to wait until the event to have it.
Right.
And IGN was like, "Oh, this is a leak from GameSpot." And it's like, well, everyone knew this already. It's just weird how like other outlets cover each other when they fuck.
Well,
up.
it's like when a game comes out or a movie comes out. If it leaks early from one store franchise, any other store franchise in the area can take that product if they have proof that it leaked early, and they can also leak it early. So what IGN saw was probably GameSpot leaked it, and they're like, "Oh, now we can make money by people clicking on our
views,
shit."
yeah.
Exactly, because they now had the free range to talk about it.
Yeah.
And they've been more rumor based with like the videos they put out. It's really because the little people on like the boards and stuff are the ones that actually break the stories. So.
Yeah. It's a shame, like, because it's been 10 years coming for this. Could have been a huge reveal. I mean, it still was, and the whole event was cool, and the stuff that they showed was cool.
It seems super hot.
But I'm saying that date, you know, like, for actually fans to get, like, to see that date.
Yeah, like you can see it on your calendar.
How about when it went from like November 30th back to September?
Yeah,
that would have been so much cooler,
Yeah.
like, if we didn't know the actual date before that.
I was watching with my girlfriend, and I was like, "You ready? They're going to reveal the date. It's going to be September 30th." And she was like, "How do you know?" And I was like, "It leaked earlier." And she's like, "Really? That seems so far away." And I was like, "Don't worry, that's when it's going to be." And it was like going, and then it went to like
And
November.
then she was like, see?
It went to November, and she said, "See?" And I was like, "Wait." I like rolled back, and I was like, "Told you."
Yeah.
So
it's just, it's a shame. And I feel bad for, you know, Greg Miller, Tim Geddes, and especially Tabata, you know, and everyone that's working on that. So, but, first of all, Uncovered was fucking slick. In my opinion, best gaming press conference ever held.
You think so?
Ever held. Hands down. It was fucking amazing. And how they did everything with, like, the calendar. Like, okay, here's the first reveal segment, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they kept doing that.
Yeah.
It was just fucking slick, dude. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
Awesome. So let's get into it. I'm gonna butcher a lot of these names, so I'm sorry.
Are you uncovering each one in order?
I just want to run down, because
Okay.
Steven didn't watch the whole thing, and just talk about a few things.
Okay.
So, Hironobu Sakaguchi,
Yeah.
That sounds right.
the father of Final Fantasy VR.
Yeah.
He was the first one to come out. That was
Sakaguchi.
really cool to see that.
Oh, that is nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so... and he
Who's
talked...
that?
Porky Pig came out, so that's all. Folks.
No, but he talked about how he had a conversation with Tabata, and that they're trying to take like Final Fantasy back to like its challenger roots and like make it more difficult and stuff like that. And you know, it made me think about how for fans, I mean, I haven't played them, but for fans, like the last few Final Fantasy installments have been lackluster. They haven't been as good.
I mean, they had an MMO, and then 13. So
Right.
those are the two latest ones. So
So
13 was shit on.
yeah, but I thought that was cool for him to come out and
Yeah.
he was
Acknowledge
like,
that.
"This is good. Like trust me. I talked with about it. It's gonna be good." And he's the father of Final Fantasy, which I'm sure fans went insane for. Whereas like I know. I think all three of us are on the side more of Greg Miller, where we haven't played it, but we're interested now. At
Oh,
least.
hell yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you're interested or not, Steven.
Yeah.
But you,
It'd
you
be hard
haven't-
to say I wouldn't be interested.
You haven't played any of the other ones, right?
Played some of 3, which was 1 on the DS.
Okay.
Which that's just typical, like you pick your class and your jobs and all that shit, and it was good. I played through Chrono Trigger, which is very similar to Final Fantasy in terms of like the active time out on that game is fucking slick. So one of the best games I ever played, in my opinion. I think it's one of the best JRPGs ever made as
I'd
well.
like to play it.
I have it on DS. If you have a way to do that, or
I think
just
it's on Vita.
find other means.
Is
It
it on
is.
Vita?
Yeah, it's a PS1 port, but I heard the PS1 port was kind of shaky. The DS one has like new quests and shit. But anyway, yeah, I played that. Super fucking good. I have Final Fantasy 4, which I want to play. I have 7, the PS4 thing, which I still want to play.
Yeah.
See, all these games I want to play, but didn't have the chance to get to yet. And I want to play 6, which a lot of people say is the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more future based, kind of like this one. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I wanted to say, like you said, us three were like Greg Miller, where we didn't play the game,
Right.
any of the games, but we respect it and we're excited for 15.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, I think all three of us are also excited for the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yeah.
Even though we never play Final Fantasy VII, just because of the way
we
they're
don't like that it's episodic. Which
Exactly.
We talked about that. There's a discussion up about that, so check that out.
Yeah. But I just think that's interesting as well. Like, we're obviously trying to get into Final Fantasy.
But and they're making it very easy with everything that all the supplementary stuff they're coming out with before the game. They're already starting building this world, and they talked about that on stage. I can't remember the guy's name, but like building this world and like making all this backstory and like they're building up this world that I'm really interested in, that I want to get involved in, and they're making me invest in the characters before the game's even out.
Yeah. That's a good point.
So they showed a new trailer, which was fucking slick. It showed this dragon. It showed this like one big boss with a fucking sword, which was fucking slick. And then the King, what's his face, was narrating it, and it gave
Don't make me fucking
King Regis. King Regis was narrating this.
King Regis Philbin.
And Noctis is his son. It kind of gave us some backstory or some insight into what the story's kind of going to be.
Yeah.
It's not like a super complex story, but
interesting story.
Yeah, it'll be interesting regardless. Then there was this. Showed them riding these bird creatures, which were called chocobos.
Yes, they're from other games.
Yeah.
There's a fucking rhino. There was flying creatures.
Now let's talk about the chocobos real quick. You can fucking drift on the chocobos.
Yeah, you can.
That is literally slick.
Fucking Mario Kart.
In one of the like the gameplay trailers that they showed later, they showed a lot of like the chocobo shit. Chodecobos, yeah. So that trailer was fucking slick. They also showed a fucking Titan.
The big giant dude.
Yeah, which was what's his face confirmed that it was called a Titan later.
Yes.
I can't remember his name.
I did hear that.
Yeah, but it was slick how it ended. The fucking Titan smashed down. It was slick. That trailer was amazing. So, also I liked the choice of the trailer music, which was "Stand By Me."
Yeah, it was a cover by
Florence and the Machine.
Yes.
Yeah, they always have great music. Final Fantasy. It's one of the best video games, I think.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy music.
The music already.
From the old chip tune, like the famous battle theme.
There's something I want to
like the orchestral shit.
There's something I want to say about that. I want to wait till we get to the demo though. I want to talk about the music in the demo.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'll wait.
And they showed the composer. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. But they had her in the beginning, and they talked about the other composer, like the guy who originally composed. Yeah. And I think he was the one in that. Wasn't he the one in that video?
What video?
I might be wrong. Remember the one person sent in a video because they couldn't be there.
Yeah, I think that was him.
I'm not.
That was him.
Sure.
I believe
I think it was, but I'm not entirely sure. And then they showed the new person now, which is a female, which is great. There's actually been a lot of articles I read online on how this is a big step for such a having a female composer
in the industry.
But the battle music already for the game is fucking slick.
Yeah.
I can't stop listening to it. All the songs are out.
Yeah.
Good. My ears.
Should I just talk about what I think about the music from the demo right now, or should I wait till the demo?
Because
I do want to talk. I really do want to say
we're
stuff.
We're gonna get there.
I think the music's fucking awesome, and it reminds me of Kingdom Hearts a lot. But I'll talk about that even more.
I think that Kingdom Hearts, but the music was good. So they made 14 announcements.
15.
What?
15.
With Tabata there at the end. Yoshitaka Imano did that art, the box art.
Oh, it was fucking awesome.
Love the box art too. Very fun.
Which is beautiful.
And then they 3D animated it. And
that was awesome.
That was slick.
That reminds me of the Japanese box art. Do you see that? No. It's like them. It looks like they're on a desert road, and it's all four of them walking, like down like this Mad Max looking desert road, like with the car and shit. Yeah. It's cool looking. I don't think it'll be the U.S. one. Yeah. But it's neat.
I mean, I know I got the deluxe edition of the game.
Yeah, which has the fucking slick, colorful box art.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah. It's awesome.
I can't remember her first name. I think her last name is Shimura, is the composer.
Okay.
Cool.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so then they showed the gameplay videos. The maps are fucking huge and absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful. Slick. They showed a little bit more of an updated HUD. We saw in these gameplay videos, like the right-hand side with everyone's health and like your MP and stuff like that are all the same in your health. But the other side looked different, like with the selection of the different...
The D-pad.
And then going into, the Platinum demo, also hitting the touchpad to bring up and swap out things. It seemed that way seemed more cohesive than it did when we played Duskai. It was
in the start menu?
Yeah, it was easier, much easier to traverse and like, you know what I mean?
I'm sure once you get more weapons, it'll be a lot harder to manage it with the D-pad, but it worked for the demo, definitely.
Absolutely. They showed some driving, which really showed off the lighting and the textures really well. The lighting is fucking beautiful. They showed more battles, and we finally got a glimpse of what the final battle system is, and we got to play that as well in the demo. Then they showed environment footage again. Maps are huge, beautiful. They talked about the characters. We don't really need to go into them. We know what they are. Noctis, Prince of what? The fucking name of the kingdom?
I just called it. Every time I've talked about it, I've just called it
Lucius. I was watching the trailers before I came here. There's some.
Right.
I know Lucius is something.
Yeah, and basically the story is about him taking back his kingdom. Ignis is an advisor to Noctis. What's his face?
Gladio.
Gladio is like his bodyguard friend thing. And then Prompto is not of royal descent. He's just like a friend.
He's a dude.
Quirky guy. Then they showed anime characters and they announced Brotherhood, Final Fantasy 15. The first episode's out now on Final Fantasy's YouTube page. I watched it. You watched it.
I watched it.
Did you watch it?
No.
It was good.
It was good.
It was entertaining and it was fun, and the ending was amazing.
Ending was tension building.
Yeah. It's a 5-episode
Good shit.
series, which will all be out before the game releases.
They're 10 minutes long each, so it adds up to about 50 minutes, I would say. Unless one's way longer than the other episodes, which I don't know if they'll do that. But they could have released it as an anime movie, I feel like, you know, a 50-minute anime movie. But then again, they probably wanted something that spanned the time from now till the game comes out.
Right.
A gradual drip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Then they showed King Regis, which was Noctis' father, Luna, who is Noctis is going to marry her in the beginning, and then shit goes down to the kingdom.
I believe that is what happens, yes.
Yeah. And then they talked about the Kingsglaive full CG movie for Final Fantasy.
And it looks badass.
It does. It looks fucking slick. You have Aaron Paul playing the voice of
Nyx.
That's correct. You have Lena Headey from Game of Thrones
Playing Luna.
And then you have Sean Bean also from Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings playing King Regis.
Yes.
So he's fucking slick voice cast.
Yeah, it's good shit.
I don't think that Sean Bean, his name is?
Yeah.
I don't think he's playing King Regis in the game, though, because they did the voiceover.
I'm pretty sure it's just the anime.
Yeah.
Which bothers me, honestly, a little bit.
We'll see how different they are. I mean,
It just bothers me because there's no consistency there. And it's going to... I don't know.
yeah, I feel you. Yeah, so he's playing Nyx, and Aaron Paul, again, playing Nyx is the main character, so he is the main protagonist in... and apparently he's like... He works for like a special forces King's Glaive Guard type thing. Is what he described it as.
I would assume that Nyx is a Gladio type of character where he is... Gladio is there to defend Noctis.
Right.
I feel like he's a part of the same thing as Nyx, and Nyx is there to defend the kingdom. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then they moved in talking about so many games of Final Fantasy, which apparently are really popular among fans. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And they're releasing Justice Monster 5 for mobile, for iOS and Android, which will also be in the game.
So it's kind of RPG pinball.
Yeah. I don't know. It's cool.
Looks fine. Yeah, I think it looks
for
awesome.
fans. And it'll be available again before the game, and I think you can pre-register now for early access to it. And then they went into the demo, or the Platinum demo, and Matt Kishimoto came out and talked about it. And
He was pretty cool, Matt Kishimoto.
He was cool. He was actually the only part of the conference that I didn't like.
Oh, yeah?
He was... Again, whereas like Greg Miller and Tim Geddes, they were rehearsed, and you could tell that they were a little rehearsed, but they're not corporate. Mm-hmm. You could tell that Matt was corporate.
Oh, yeah.
And I hate that about conferences, when people are corporate about it.
Yeah, because then it can get awkward if something goes wrong.
Yeah. Or that's why I like, Phil Spencer so much, because he doesn't feel corporate when he talks. He feels like a normal human being. Whereas Don Matrick felt corporate.
Yeah, I understand.
So he came out and talked about it. If you haven't played it, you should play it. It's available for download PS4 and Xbox One. PC or two?
No, there's no PC for Final Fantasy 15 planned right now. They did mention that after they get everything settled for the game, that they might consider a PC.
Yeah. So go ahead and download it. It's called the Platinum Demo. It's fucking good. Basically, you play as you're young Noctis in his dream, and you're running through and you fight monsters that we saw in this guy demo with like toy swords and toy hammers.
Yeah, they're called nightmares.
Yeah, and you can run around collecting these like crystals, and the more crystals you get, you can access these pads, these pressure plates, which essentially do different things. You can turn on monsters. It switches the time of day. It switches the weather stuff like that. It's basically like a tech demo.
It's a tech demo, and they're using it to show off all the beautiful different things that the game can do.
Right. So I guess it's going to kind of be a spoiler for the Platinum demo. Man, it's not really a big deal, but
I think everything that was in the trailer for the Platinum demo would be what you're gonna say, if you know what I mean. Like they leaked.
Oh, they did show the
final boss.
The final boss, which was pretty cool. And then at the end of that, I kind of got cucked because basically you go and you fight him as you turn into regular Noctis, and then you fight him. And once you get him down or whatever, you can then warp. Like it unlocks towards the end. I don't like.
You just like towards the middle of the fight, you should be able to start warping.
Because I got him, I was literally like about to kill him, and then it showed me that I can warp, and I was like, oh.
You can warp whenever, but you can't warp to the points up in the sky, like on the poles and stuff like that, until later on. Okay. Like she says.
It was cool. It was intense. He was actually kind of difficult.
Yeah, that is until you get the fire spells, and there's like the pressure plates
yeah.
that give you more spells, and you could literally just spam 3 of them and he's dead.
Or did you get the meteor or whatever one?
I did as young Noctis, not against the boss though.
Holy shit, that was slick.
It like rains down all those shits. Yeah.
It was insane.
I want to say the demo really reminds me of Kingdom Hearts. The gameplay, the music, everything. I was like, holy shit, I'm playing a mature Kingdom Hearts right now with no fucking Donald and Goofy. Not that I don't hate Kingdom Hearts by any means. I love that game.
Yeah.
The series. But yeah, it felt like Kingdom Hearts, and it was really good. And there's one moment I want to mention that stood out to me. There was a pressure plate by this lake, and if you hit it, the giant serpent monster rises.
Yeah.
And it like hovers over you for a minute, and then it crystallizes and shoots down into the lake.
That was early on. That was the very first like area.
Yeah, so make sure you guys. It's kind of hidden. It's off the beaten path. So make sure you guys check that out. It's really nice. And the part with the Titan when he comes down and peeks over right in the beginning, that's also slick.
So it's not. It took me like 45 minutes to beat. I mean, I explored everything that I could. So it's not long. Definitely check it out.
Yeah, you could beat it in 30 minutes.
Yeah, you could run through it real quick just to get to the end if you wanted to. But it's nice. Take your time with it. Look around. It's cool. And then you have what's his face with you.
Carbuncle.
You can name whoever you want at the end, which is really cool. Yeah. And I'll show you who I am.
It's a little cat thing, right?
Yeah, and he transfers to the main game.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if anyone watches Ethan and Yellow or H3H3, but I named mine Ethan Bradbury.
That's good.
And then you can use him in the main game. Yeah. So, yeah.
I thought, if we want to talk like a little more deeply about the demo, I thought it was cool that Carbuncle talks to you via your cell phone. Like you you get the cell phone, and I didn't like it at first, but then he starts like sending emotes to you, and I like that. Like he sends little emojis.
Yeah, that's cute.
That part I could have done without. I would have rather him actually like been voice acted or something.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked it. It was a good way to explain it and to handle it. I think if they would have done it any other way, besides him actually speaking, it would have been strange. But yeah, I like that.
Is he there to give you like tips and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like Navi and Zelda.
Like direct you.
He like leads your way where to go.
Cool.
He's like, over here, it's where you got to go, and you'll go and you do it.
So it was cool. Then they showed the deluxe edition and the collector's edition for the game. The deluxe edition comes with a steelbook, the Kingsglaive like physical copy of the full CG movie, comes with the game special book and like an outfit and weapons and DLC stuff. Then there's the collector's edition, which comes with an art book, comes with like a Noctis statue, and
it's a figure.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can't get it anymore. So
yeah, it's expensive. $250.
Yeah, and there's only 30,000. Yeah. And there are.
I think it was gone. Only Square Enix's website.
Yeah, and it's gone. So GG. I wanted to get it and I did not.
I went on there 10 minutes after they announced it. It was still up, so I was like, damn, that's surprising.
Yeah. I went on the day after. It's like,
yeah.
So it's cool though. And then Tabata came out at the end and he did like the whole button thing when he pressed it, and
the date was revealed.
And it was slick. I mean, I was excited for the game before, even more so after we saw that Nilfheim base whatever gameplay.
That was a good trailer.
Yeah, I like stealthy gameplay.
This conference fucking hit the dick on the cock, dude. Okay, it was amazing. Hands down, best conference for a video game I've ever seen.
All right. I agree. It was pretty good.
In my opinion. So.
You think, I heard they need 10 million units sold for it to be considered a success. Do you think they'll do that?
Well, let's think about this. GTA 5 sold, what was it? I think now it's something 60 million?
Yeah, 50 or 60 million. Yeah.
But they sold 12 million the first day?
Yeah, the first day, I believe.
Something like that. I think Final Fantasy 15 will sell well more than that many copies the first day.
I don't think so. I think GTA 5 is... GTA 5 appeals to normies, and
it's in a class on its own.
Yeah.
I think eventually it'll hit 10 million. Like, I don't know, it's hard to say because like I think in terms of tangible release dates, that's the game furthest out that we know is coming out this year. Of course, there's like the Battlefield and Titanfall, so that'll come out later this year. Pardon me, but we don't know yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if I don't get it right away, I'll probably buy it sometime.
Yeah, I definitely am gonna get it. I just, like I said, I don't think that it's gonna first day beat GTA 5. There's no way. GTA 5, there was like kids that never play video games that were just like, oh yeah, a new Grand Theft Auto. I liked Grand Theft Auto. I played it when I was a kid. I'll get it. And
I think it's going to sell 15 million copies the first day.
Whatever you say, Josh. I just think
I wouldn't put money on that, but
the audience
is
is a little more niche, in my opinion, for Final Fantasy. It's
huge.
Don't get me wrong.
Niche, but I think, and how they did the event and how they're catering it to. They're catering it to hardcore Final Fantasy fans. And they're also bringing in all these new fans of the game.
Then
we'll have to see how the
marketing
is for the
GTA
game.
5, they marketed it to hardcore GTA fans and people that never they just wanted to play a game that looked beautiful and had online. And then there was the people that were like, I don't play video games. I'll just buy this game because it's Grand Theft Auto.
And it lasts so long.
Regardless, it will do well. It's going to sell way more than 10 million copies, at least eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
But I think it'll hit that on the first day. So.
Whatever you say.
Final Fantasy 15 Slick times a million. I'm ready for it.
Yes,
and they said the campaign's going to take you more than 50 hours or something like that.
Yeah, that's good.
So
they've been working on it for 10 years.
GG.
I expected 10 years worth of gameplay.
10 years?
5 hours a year.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
That's shit if you think about it. I mean, obviously they weren't working on the story.
It's bad.
But if it was like literally they got 5 hours of story done every single year leading up to it, that's fucking abysmal.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Anything else to say?
No.
It's good. Get it. Done. Overwatch has removed a horribly sexist and offensive victory pose from a female character known as Tracer.
Yes. Let's talk about it.
So, Brett.
What's up?
I'll let you go ahead and talk about this first before I...
Yeah, because you have something...
I don't know if you've read this.
No,
or not,
you said there was something extra that I didn't know about.
I've got a spicy meme for you.
So here's the deal, guys. Obviously, you probably know what's going on. So Overwatch is this game coming out. It's very much like Team Fortress 2. You run around playing as different classes, different characters. Really fun, really cute looking, really colorful. Looks nice, looks slick. I'm going to get it. There's a character named Tracer who is one of the most recognizable characters in the game right now, in my opinion. If I showed you
What
art.
does she look like?
She has like this orange jumpsuit on and these goggles.
Oh, okay.
She has a short hair
Yeah.
right over this way.
So you'll know what she looks like.
Okay.
So she looks pretty.
no.
She looks pretty nice, and her character's pretty cool. And recently, on the Blizzard, I believe, forums, a mother complained that her daughter grew up watching her mother play video games and whatever, and she's been watching her play Overwatch, and her daughter doesn't. Basically, Tracer has a pose, a victory pose that you can apply. It's like a skin, if you will, that you can apply. So when a game is finished, you can change what pose she will do. And one of them is called behind the shoulder or over the shoulder, right? Is that what it's called? Over.
I don't fucking know.
It's called over the shoulder, and it's basically her facing her back towards you, looking back at you with her gun, and her butt is obviously, since her back is facing you, her butt is there.
Front and center.
Yeah, and she's not really doing anything promiscuous. She's not shaking her butt. She's
got a
not
big
squeezing
booty.
her butt. Her butt is just, it's not even that big, but it's just, she's there. She's there.
Got buns, hon.
And her butt is there. And the mom was saying that her daughter sees that, and she's like, Mom, why is her butt there? Blah, blah, blah. And it became this thing. And then everyone was...
This is an odd question to ask, but I'm not going to pretend to know because I'm not a woman, but go on, I'm sorry.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, the mom was triggered that her daughter had to see that. The game is, rated whatever. It's rated T or M, and, a little girl shouldn't be watching her play it anyway. But yeah, that's the problem, is the butt is there, and the mom was offended by the butt. This is my structured version of the story anyway. You can go check it out yourself. But the mom was #triggered at the butt. And this forced the company Blizzard to remove the pose from the game. It's gone. And the creative director, I believe, defended his position and their actions, and he said, yeah, we did it. We didn't do it because of that. We did it because the pose was generic. Bullshit. And we wanted to get rid of it for the longest time because we didn't know what to do.
Bullshit.
So people are calling him a shill and calling the game a fucking shill and a cuck, and the game's now getting shit on.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I can see both sides.
You can see both sides,
I
really?
can see both sides.
I can't.
I get it. Women are objectified in games. Men are sometimes too, but women definitely more
women
so.
are, but in this situation, I don't think that there was any objectification going on at all.
But I can see, But here's the thing.
The men have the same pose.
The larger demo. The
men have the same pose in the game, over the shoulder.
Yeah, but the larger demographic of games, and this is what it boils down to, is sex sells, and the larger demographic of games are men. And you know what appeals to men? Women. So there you go. Cry about it. I don't really care. I'm not a feminist. I can see your point if you want to complain about that. But of all games, why choose this one? I could start you a longer list of games that do it way worse, and there's been no outcry about them. So.
And this game has a large list of female characters in it as well. Like it's not like Team Fortress 2 where it's all men. You know what I mean? Like they put female characters in it. They're trying. I would assume they're trying to not leave the women out in the dust, and because of a simple pose.
Whatever. It's the other side of it is that it's fucking pointless and stupid, and who cares?
I just think that the company is wrong to
absolutely bullshit. They didn't do it because of that post. Of course they did. Yeah. Fucking kidding me? All right. Anyway.
So what was your...
Yeah, tying into that, on the side of everyone's fucking shitting on Blizzard and that people are hating on this game hard now. There's been a petition.
I'm excited for the game, by the way. I want this. This is a game I want. So
Yeah,
I'm indifferent. There's been a petition that's been started, Brett. Title of the petition.
The vaunted petition.
Activision and Blizzard. Please remove guns from your game Overwatch.
Good.
This is what the petition describes. While this is a good start, them referring to removing the sexual pose, we in the gaming community still have many concerns about the upcoming Overwatch game, including the use of guns to violently kill other players, sometimes even going as far as shooting each other in the head. We, the gaming community, would like to put a stop to this brutality. Please sign this petition if you agree. We can cleanse Overwatch of all its problematic guns and sexuality. We will finally have a first-person shooter that we can play with our entire family.
First-person shooter with no guns.
So, the petition's goal was 12,000 signatures. It's over 11,000 now. I have signed it myself. So if you'd like to sign it, please sign it.
I think it's a meme petition.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
petition,
fun.
but
It's
it's funny
funny.
as fuck how many
Yeah.
fucking signatures it got.
Yeah, I should sign it.
So, Activision and Blizzard, let me tell you something. By doing that, you have taken your target demographic and you have made them not buy your game. And it's not going to...
Yeah, because they
help
took the
you.
side of, like, the minority.
Yeah.
You
So,
know?
have fun with that. And have fun having your game be a fucking bomb.
I think this is excellent. And this is a part of many videos and petitions that have been created about this situation. So, what's his name? Boogie?
Yeah.
Made a video where he was talking about stuff, I think. What's his name? The guy who has cancer.
Total Biscuit.
Total Biscuit, he did a video on it and it was excellent. I think he talked about Winston the gorilla and he was saying how he's objectified.
I was going to say, like, I'm mad as an animal rights activist of objectified monkey ass.
Yeah. No, there's like a
Please
pose.
take that out of
There's a
the-
pose where Winston like turns red and he's like fire eyes and he's like all jacked up and it's like, look at this, he's objectifying men because he's like all muscular and stuff.
Honestly, they should switch the objectification from her so the monkey just flings shit at you. And if they get rid of the gun, he can just fling his shit. Dude.
It's a good idea.
They really,
That's objectifying
they
monkeys.
really shot themselves in the foot with
Yeah.
this one. And it's unfortunate because whether you're excited for the game or not, like you or I'm indifferent, they're fucking stupid because, I mean, regardless of whether this happened or not, like, say I was excited for the game before and then this happened, it would be fucking stupid, but it wouldn't prevent me from necessarily buying the game. But I guarantee you there is hundreds of thousands of people out there that have that mindset that, hey, Blizzard, Activision, you did this, I'm not buying your game now.
Definitely.
So, GG, fuck you guys. All right. I thought that was funny though.
That is, it's
because I
hilarious.
saw a lot of them, but I saw this and I was like, "What?"
It's a good one. That peak, dude. Holy shit.
It's nice, right?
That's good.
Axiom Verge comes to PS Vita on April 19th. We finally have a release date
Pew, pew.
for this fucking game on Vita.
Yeah.
Tom Happ. I got some quotes from him from
He's
the PlayStation blog.
the one man who created this game.
He says, quote, "I'd like to give a little bit of context on what took so long. When I started development of Axiom Verge, I was using a development framework called XNA. Support for XNA was abandoned, so the community created an open source version of XNA called Monogame. Sony told me that they were working to get Monogame supported on both PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita. I knew that Axiom Verge would be great on handheld, so I jumped at the opportunity. Tom Spillman from Sickhead Games was in charge of the porting process. Porting an engine to a new platform is an incredibly complicated task, yet he was able to pull it off easily for the PlayStation 4. After the PlayStation 4 version was done, however, porting it to Vita turned out to be a lot more challenging. Optimizing an engine is so slow and painstaking work. As the months ticked by, Tom was feeling a great deal of pressure to get Monogame working." This keeps going. I don't feel
I get the
anything to
point.
say.
I mean,
But then he says, he makes an analogy, saying, getting Axiom Verge to work on the PS Vita is that of a light bulb. For months, Tom Spillman was putting in all of the writing, but until it was fully connected, the light bulb just couldn't turn on. And finally, about a month ago, Tom Spillman was able to make the final connection. The build went from not running at all on Vita to almost running perfectly with just a few bugs.
Nice.
So he said that they discussed this with Sony and they've settled on a launch of April 19th. And as promised at the beginning, it will be cross-buy. So if you're already owning on PlayStation 4, you own it on Vita. And he said one more thing, just to thank everyone for the support and patience. Both versions will be 10% off for the first week after the PS Vita version
sweet.
launches.
that's good shit.
So if you don't own it yet, 10% off is pretty good.
Yeah, people should buy it. The game's fucking awesome.
So I just thought it was interesting throwing it in there. They've kind of been quiet about it. You know what I mean?
Well, he's been releasing stuff on Twitter.
Yeah, but they've been working on it a lot, and we haven't really heard anything directly from Sony about it.
Oh no, Sony not at all.
Yeah,
it's been Tom Happ himself that's been revealing things.
Shows you how much they think about the Vita.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So they finally got it figured out.
Good. It's a good game. You guys should get it.
Which is good. And we'll talk a little bit more about Tom Happ and some other people that with that later.
Dan Adelman.
Yeah. So it finally coming to Vita. I know there's a lot of people excited about it. I personally am never going to play the game. It's not a type of game. I don't like those kinds of games. But people like Steven and I know yourself as well like those games, like those Metroidvania style games. So it's coming. GG.
All right.
Sony's more powerful version of the PlayStation 4, also known as PlayStation 4.5 and PlayStation 4K, is expected to be announced prior to the launch of PlayStation VR this October, according to a new report from the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah.
So we spoke briefly about this 2 weeks ago on the podcast. So we didn't have a podcast last week, where then it was still speculation, and then once the podcast was done, of course, it came out and it was confirmed. Yeah. They're saying that this is going to be released before, or announced before.
The info released before it. Okay.
Yeah. So I just want to take two things from that article, and then we'll talk about this. The upgraded PS4, this is from the report. The upgraded PS4 will reportedly be able to play 4K resolution content, according to the report, and deliver a richer gaming environment, including a high-end virtual reality experience. The Wall Street Journal's report corroborates previous stories from Kotaku and Eurogamer on Sony's plans to release a new version of the PS4. The journal also reports that Sony will continue manufacturing the existing PS4 as well as its more powerful successor. Okay, so this is what we know. Being announced before that, it's confirmed, it's going to be 4K.
It sounds like an E3 announcement.
Oh, yeah.
Before
I guarantee it'll probably be at E3. So, what are your guys' thoughts on this? Because mine are that this is the wrong time to do this.
Yeah. I think so, too. I think it's absolutely the worst time you could do this. You're trying to launch this console-priced accessory to your current console, and you're going to sit there and release another console to go along with it. It's going to confuse people. People aren't going to understand. People are going to think that you need the new console to play the VR. People are going to, it's just not a good time.
It's going to muddy their message. So the thing is, PS4 is selling amazing right now. You know what I mean? And it shows no signs of stopping. So number one, I think coming out with this or even announcing it, it's kind of going to fuck that whole thing up. Because people are like, oh, well, maybe I should wait for this now or whatever. And then Colin Moriarty from Kind of Funny made a good point that it's going to make PS4 users that already have the PS4 feel like, okay, well, it's just fuck us then?
Yeah.
I
early
guess.
adopters of the PS4.
Yeah. So...
And it's not even really early adopters. I mean,
No.
the PS4's been out for, 3 years already now?
Yeah.
So it's like you're shitting on pretty much everyone.
Yeah.
Not just the early adopters.
But what really gets me is, let's take Xbox One, for example, right? They came out with the Xbox One Elite, which had the hybrid drive and it had a larger hard drive and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it didn't necessarily change the fundamental hardware of the game. Games launched faster.
Chips
games ran a little better, whatever. But fundamentally, the console was the same.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Sony actually release a slightly stronger PlayStation 4 model after the model I own?
I think
launch?
the one that I own with the matte has something slightly different about it. But it's still fundamentally the same system.
Is it the same SKU? Did they switch over?
Might be I don't know. It's a different SKU. I believe what I've read is that so the RAM is like instead of one. I don't know how to describe RAM, but like instead of one 8 gigabyte thing, there's 8 1 gigabyte things. So I know it consumes less power and it's quieter and it's all matte.
Well, that's true because your PS4 is loud as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
Mine's not.
Well, there's a lot of dust in there as well.
Yeah. But the problem with this is you come out with this. If it was just like a hybrid drive, a larger hard drive, whatever, fine, no big deal. But Xbox, going back again to that point, they needed something like that. They needed something to reinvigorate to get people to buy it. And it worked, modestly, but it worked. And people bought it. And people sucked off the Elite controller as well. You move to this, PlayStation doesn't need it. PS4 is doing fine, doing amazing. The PS4 is still, they haven't harnessed the full power of the PS4. So why you try, like...
Can I bring up something?
Yeah.
This is my own personal guess, I haven't read this anywhere. I think that at E3, they're going to announce this. It's going to be maybe a slimmer PS4, and they'll, advertise it like that, but it's going to have the 4K. It's going to do all the things that it's been leaking, I think the PS4K is going to have backwards compatibility, and they're going to announce it at E3. And it's going to be their way of getting back at Microsoft for doing last year at the E3 ceremony where they said backwards compatibility on the Xbox One. And I think it's going to be PS1, PS2, and PS3 in this PS4.
I don't know about that, but
Why not?
because I just don't necessarily know that they're too concerned about that.
I don't think they are, but
because they have.
well, PS
They've
Now.
been
What do they
releasing
buy
PS2
Gaikai for
games.
then?
Well, first of all, I don't think it's doing very well.
No, it's doing bad.
They're structuring things recently. They're making a lot of decisions, changing names, putting things together. I think that maybe even if it's just PS2 and PS1, I think that there's going to be.
That's going to be more than $400 then.
Oh yeah, it's going to be $500.
I mean, PS3 was so expensive because it had a PS2 and a PS1 in it.
I see what you're saying.
It's going to be $500 if it comes out.
I think it's going to emulate PS2 and PS1, and then it'll have the necessary parts inside of it to play PS3 games. I think so. That's a speculation. Honestly, it's a guess.
It's wrong. It's a bad move. And then again, Conway already made a good point from Kind of Funny, saying that then you kind of fuck developers.
Yeah.
Because then they have to make it for the PS4, and they got to make it for the PS4K, and they also want to make it for Xbox One and PC.
Yeah, what eventually would happen? They just wouldn't make the games would just run like shit on the old systems. But
I understand the inverse argument that then the consoles might hold the PC versions back. I just don't think it's a good move for them. They don't need it. You don't need it right now.
I'm not interested in it unless there's a trade-in program where I can get some money off if I trade in mine.
I doubt they do that.
I don't. Well, it came out that apparently there is no plan. Sony came out and said
I
there's no
doubt
plans.
that there would be.
But if it did have the backwards compatibility thing that I was sucking off, then I would instantly. That would be literally. I would buy it. That would be it. I'd take it. I'd buy it. It's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard some spicy memes on some guy claiming he was a fucking developer on NeoGAF about some specs. Twice the speed for a GPU upgrade, which is big. So that's why when you're saying slim, I don't think it'd be slimmer.
Yeah.
If they want that big, if they put more tech in it,
Yeah.
it'll be like the same size.
I meant like it'd be like a new model.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
because last gen they were all just slim.
Well, they already
was
got
same-
the Slim going with the VR headset. So.
Yeah, the VR headset comes
Yeah.
with the PS4 Slim.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Slightly better CPU, and there were some leaked games as well, including a God of War 4.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
I think
mentioned that.
Santa Monica is working on that right now. I think that's their
Yeah,
main
but
thing they're working
I
on.
wonder if it's like if they're ready to being optimized on the PS4K.
I don't know. It just
The thread title say Q1 2017.
Wow, so it's not a launch title then.
No, for the PS4.
Oh, okay.
Being out then.
I don't know. It makes me nervous. I don't like it. I don't want them to do it. They're gonna do it.
A lot of people also speculating that Sony has 4K TVs, that it would help push that.
It wouldn't help push shit.
Well, I'm saying like that's the Sony's thought. Like
No.
we could get people to buy our TVs.
Yeah, or they can stop making TVs and stop wasting their money. So there's that.
How'd they have good TVs? I don't know. They're expensive.
They're expensive. That's the
That's
problem.
the problem.
Because
They're-
4K is
like
expensive.
And 4K is definitely slightly taking off with PCs, but you can get much cheaper monitors and stuff like that, and you don't have to buy those. Valve has been found guilty of breaching Australian consumer law.
I heard about this, but I don't know any of it.
Now,
so.
this was a lawsuit that started back in, it might have been end of 2013, I think it was 2014. It was 2014, I have it written down right here. In August 2014, the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission, ACCC, announced that it was suing Valve, saying that the company had made false or misleading representations under the Australian consumer law with its refund policy. The story I got from Polygon, I believe. At the time, Valve had not yet implemented its refund system, which they were working on. I don't know if you guys remember that or not.
Yeah.
Which was introduced in June 2015. The accusations in 2014 said that Valve, stating its consumers are not entitled to refunds, quote, unless required by local law, end quote, meant that it had excluded, restricted, or modified statutory guarantees and or warranties that goods would be of acceptable quality. Does that make sense? Do you want me to say that again?
I heard it. I just don't understand it really.
So they're saying
What was the problem?
that unless it was required by local law,
Okay.
right, that the refunds that they would
That they wouldn't offer the refund.
yeah,
Okay.
essentially.
And Australia was a place where it wasn't.
Right, it wasn't implemented yet.
Okay.
So, in September of 2014, the ACCC outlined demands for Valve that it had to be implemented within 30 days of a successful court case. Okay.
So Australia had refund legislation on the books,
right,
like
the
consumer
local
laws.
right? Can they
And Valve was dodging him. Yeah, go on and
Yeah, no, you're
see what more.
absolutely. So, according to Kotaku Australia, Valve has been found guilty. Okay, so in its defense, Valve said it did not officially conduct business in Australia, rather that it provided access using an online store, and that its Steam subscriber agreement is the law in Washington, USA, rather than Australia. Are you fucking kidding me?
Gaben was
That's
trying.
why you hire the lawyer.
You're fucking stupid, Valve.
Gaben was trying hard there.
That is the most ridiculous argument I've ever fucking heard of. That's like saying, okay, say Amazon was strictly based, like, in fucking China, right? And that's like saying, oh, hey, I'm going to buy something from them, right? I'm going to buy something in China. But, I only have to follow the laws in China, not here. Yeah.
Buy, like, child porn or something? Yeah. No, I'm being serious. Like, that would be the... Yeah. Right? You would buy something illegal
or
here.
Or, like, workplace laws, which Amazon...
did not officially conduct business in Australia. You have people buying things in Australia, so therefore you're conducting business in Australia.
Yeah, that's
regardless of where the fuck they're buying from online.
That's like lawyer talk right there.
Yeah.
We're not conducting business, but we have online stores that provide services. Yeah. How do you make your business, Val?
Just because your fucking server does. It's so fucking stupid. When I read this argument, I was like, are you kidding me?
Well, they probably knew they were fucked when Australia...
You could have fucking hired a fucking infant. You could have done a better defense than that. And then that same Kotaku article reports that the Australian federal court disagreed with Valve's point, obviously. And Justice Edelman said Valve was indeed doing business in Australia and was thus bound by its law. No fine has been decided at the time of this, but there is a chance that Valve will have to pay up to 75% of the ACC's legal costs on top of any liability. Valve is going to be paying a pretty penny for this. So GG Valve and GG Half-Life 3 and Portal 3 because they're not coming out. So.
I'm going to spend the capital budgets to pay the legal fees.
So I just want to throw that in because it's fucking stupid. Valve is stupid for that. Stupid.
Yeah, go Australia. Even though you censor games at the fucking wazoo.
Yeah, Australia is kind of a cuck with a lot of things.
I heard it was a nice place to live.
Except for, like, the millions of animals that'll kill you.
I live in Sydney. That's about it. Go to the Opera House every day.
Is that the building with the fucking... the waves and shit coming off of it?
Yeah, right on the water there.
That's some nice architecture.
It is indeed. Anything else on that?
Nope.
Valve's, you're fucking stupid. Call of Duty 2016 will be set in the far future.
This is Infinity Ward's turn?
It is indeed Infinity Ward's turn. So rumors say that this year's installment of Call of Duty, developed by Infinity Ward, will be a full-on sci-fi experience with space combat and will not be a sequel to the same developers' Call of Duty Ghosts. Fucking thank Christ, dude. Oh my god, that game. I wanted to kill myself with it. I wanted to fucking
become
take
a ghost
and slip my throat with the disc, dude. That game was bad. Worst Call of Duty, maybe one of the worst video games ever made, in my opinion. Honestly, that game was bad. And it was fucking written by the guy that did Traffic, dude. That movie was slick, but that game's bad. That game was awful. Shit.
Whatever you say, Josh. I agree. I agree with you.
I was gonna say, if you don't agree with me.
No, I agree.
I don't like you.
Whatever you say, though.
On NeoGAF, proven industry insider, Shinobi 602. Yes.
Damn, dude.
Has said that the new game's future setting makes Black Ops 3 feel like the Stone Age.
That's fucking lame. That statement.
He's, just to corroborate this guy, he's previously correctly announced that Black Ops 3 would feature wall-running characters with robotic limbs and cybernetic enhancements, and be developed for Xbox 360 and PS3 by a second studio. So this Call of Duty has been confirmed to be at this year for E3. Obviously, it'll probably be on Sony's stage, and it'll be on Microsoft's stage. And Activision will not be there, though, but Call of Duty will still be there. Yeah. And 2016's Call of Duty will be released in Q4 of this year, and is expected to launch for PS4, Xbox One, PC.
So it sounds like the normal shenanigans.
Yeah. Yep. But apparently it's going to be, like, in space. Be like super sci-fi space.
So now, Destiny.
Yeah, but here's the reason I want to bring this up. Because there's a lot of fucking shilling in the community now, complaining about that they're tired of these futuristic Call of Duty games. Mm-hmm. Are you, bro?
I'd like something different.
Could this be different?
Yeah.
Or do you think we're going to get something the same?
I don't think this is bad.
I think maybe it'll be kind of like kind of a bad example, but like, I'm thinking like Dead Space. Mm-hmm. Like something like Dead Space. Not obviously like horror, but something similar to that.
They said
maybe like Halo.
You're on like spacecraft or something.
Yeah. The fact that they said sci-fi makes me think the story is going to involve another race of creature, like alien or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like the enemy's alien.
Something.
Yeah.
That being said, I'd like to go back to its roots, but that way we have fucking Battalion.
Didn't Ghost have aliens? The zombies mode in Ghost, weren't they aliens?
Oh yeah.
what if it's like it's in the future and those aliens are the issue? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but apparently it's gonna be way past that though.
Oh, okay.
In the future. I should put that down. They actually gave I don't know. It's gonna be way past that though.
Well, I'm just saying, maybe it'll be related
You're
to
right.
the aliens somehow.
But here's the thing. I hope it's good for Infinity Ward's sake, because Infinity Ward is capable of making fucking slick Call of Duty games. They did it 3 times. Okay? If this game's anything like Ghosts, you're not going to hear me stop bitching for weeks. Because I like Call of Duty. I actually like playing the fucking campaigns of Call of Duty, calling it whatever you want. I want a good campaign, and Ghost did not give me that game. It was fucking awful.
Anyway, so I think that although I am tired of, not exactly tired of the futuristic shit, this is a good step in the right direction. However, it's not something new in general. It's new to Call of Duty, but it's not new in the gaming world.
Yeah.
And I want them to do something new in the gaming world as well.
Yeah.
Because this is, like I said, Destiny, you said Dead Space.
Yeah.
Do something different. Don't do, you know what I mean? Stop doing this.
Yeah. I'm excited for something fresh in the Call of Duty genre.
Yeah. I'm excited for the next Homefront game.
Ooh, yeah. Revolution.
Takes place
That's
in Philly.
coming out kind of soon.
Takes
Yeah,
place in Philly.
And we're from the Philly area, so that's exciting for us. Homefront didn't do too well.
Yeah, the first one, it was not too good.
the studio went out of business, right?
Yeah.
Or the publisher.
It had a good concept though, and that's why I think the second one looks so
absolutely.
good.
It was just not that good of a game.
And I think that's how you make a good game. You alter reality and make this what if kind of situation.
History.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's what they should do.
Call of Duty. Something else.
All right. It smells like ass in here, and it's really hot.
Yes, indeed it does. GG. All right.
Doing this for you people.
Yeah. Indie games that are good. They spice up the gaming market.
You can connect with it more. You can connect with developers more.
Indie games are nice. I like to support small groups of people that are making games that they want to, telling stories that they want to. Indie games deserve some spotlight. Indie Intel's this year is on Hapticast, where we talk about indie games that we feel deserve some spotlight. So basically, we present to you an indie game that we think is going to be fucking slick. It's either out, it's not out, it's in development. Suck us off, okay? This week we're talking about Chasm. Okay, Chasm is by Tom Happ and...
No, it's just Dan Adelman.
Who helped with Axiom Verge?
He helped with Axiom Verge.
Yeah. So, Chasm is a procedurally generated platform adventure currently in development for PC, Windows, Mac and Linux, and PlayStation 4. Taking equal inspiration from hack-and-slash dungeon crawlers and Metroidvania-style platformers, it will immerse you in a procedurally generated fantasy world full of exciting treasure, deadly enemies, and abundant secrets. When a small mining community falls silent, a young soldier named Dalton is sent to investigate. Upon arriving in the remote mountain town of Carthus, he discovers that paranormal forces have sealed the town off from the outside world. Now trapped, he's left with no option but to explore below the town and uncover the source of the disturbances. So there are 6 huge procedurally generated areas awaiting you, each lovingly crafted into a retro pixel art style. Help Dalton gain new abilities and equipment, evade dangerous traps, and defeat hordes of deadly enemies in order to save Carthus and possibly the world. You'll be able to explore 6 massive areas procedurally assembled from handcrafted rooms, enjoy challenging retro gameplay and authentic pixel art, battle massive bosses and discover new abilities to reach previously inaccessible areas, customize your character by equipping armor to your body and weapons, shields, and spells to the other hand, includes normal, arena, time trial, and hardcore modes, leaderboards for hardcore playthroughs featuring quickest time, and more.
Alright.
Damn, son.
I think the game looks nice. Has a nice art style. It's handcrafted. The procedurally generated thing is new for a game like this. It's kind of like Rogue Legacy, which they mentioned on the Kind of Funny guys. They watched the live stream, and one of them mentioned that it looks like Rogue Legacy a little bit with the procedurally generated shit. I like the Dark Souls influences. It's a Castlevania type game, but there's these Dark Souls references. So they got the bonfires where you heal up. The big bosses, which is it's not just limited to Dark Souls, but
Dark Souls kind of brought it back.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think it looks really cool. And the one thing you said where you get things that let you go back and explore previously unexplorable areas, that's like straight out of Salt and Sanctuary, which is another game we talked about.
That's Metroidvania 101.
Yeah, you get an item, you go back, and so I'm excited now because
you don't have a high jump and you see this ledge, you can't do it, and it's like torturing, but you have to go to the next area, you beat a boss, and you get high jump or double jump, and you go back and fucking go up there, and
Axiom Verge did it.
You jizz a little bit, well, that's right out of Metroid.
Yeah.
I know nothing about them, so. But regardless, this game looks cool. It's not my cup of dills, if you will, but
Yeah, I want it.
Yeah, I like how
Right now, actually.
he was like throwing the swords as his magic, and then like he had like the swipe ability as his regular attack, and
Right.
it looks pretty deep. It looks like a deep game. The art's really nice. The level design looks fucking amazing. It looks fun.
Yeah, I played a little. It was a GameStop demo, one of the many like PS4 games
Yeah, when you told me that, I
in
was
the
like,
module.
"The fuck?"
It was so long ago.
That's
So like
weird.
I'm happy to hear about this game again. I'm happy to hear apparently it's almost done start to finish. I was watching that kind of funny gameplay before we started recording today. So it's kind of fresh in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks super fucking good.
nice and deep.
They said that the Vita port might be a thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's running on the same engine as Axiom Verge.
Yep.
So now that they have that ported, it should be easy to port it to the Vita and other
Yeah,
consoles as
hopefully
well.
that'd be nice.
If you want it on, we didn't mention the platforms, did we? It's
Yeah,
PC,
PC, Mac,
PC
Linux,
right now.
PC,
PC,
PS4.
PS4.
So if you want it on, Vita, if you want it on Xbox One, tweet them, Dan Adelman on Twitter.
Maybe even the Wii U.
I mean, it could. If you want it
Well,
on,
Verge is going on Wii U supposedly. So.
yeah. So if you want it,
We'll see.
All right.
Possible.
Indie Intel.
Good shit. It's new deodorant. Smells good.
Moving on to our next segment here on Hapticast. GG, no re.
Break it down.
Here's the cake. Illuminati confirmed.
GG no re is where we bring up games that we have played. They're either good, they're bad, we don't know, whatever, we don't care. We have picked them up, put them down, didn't play them again. Okay? GG no re. What's your game, Britt?
All right. I brought to the table this week.
Excuse you.
Pokemon Dash, ladies and gentlemen. Pokemon Dash is a game for the Nintendo DS in which you play as your favorite characters from Pokemon. And you race, and you take your stylus and you rub it up the screen, and you run. And you play as like Pikachu, and
Fuck my puss, dude.
you get to the hot air balloon and it flies you across the map, and you land. You have to there's like different terrain, and you have to like swipe harder if it's like a harder terrain to get through.
As a screen destroyer, I'm sure.
Oh hell yeah! Like, you have no idea. But yeah, that's Pokemon Dash. I picked it up, bought it. I think it was the first time Munchlax was ever in a game.
Oh shit.
So Munchlax is in it. It's a Hoenn game, so it's from that generation. It's before Gen 4 came out. But yeah, I picked it up, I put it down, and that was it.
Definitely look what we can do with the touchscreen game.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh hell yeah.
How about you, Steven?
Well, I guess this is easy, and I put it back down because I only had it for a week. But I rented The Incredibles on the Nintendo GameCube.
Oh man.
And I remember one level specifically. You were, God, I'm gonna butcher the name.
And before
Dash.
Yeah.
And he was the little fucking shill, right? And it was like, I guess he was late to school. He had to run through traffic. It was the most traffic you ever fucking seen in your life. And like there were all these cars.
Frogger?
No, but you know, it's like you had to run on top of cars. There was like a ramp and shit, and you had to just jump, and you were going super fast. So kind of similar to Pokemon Dash, actually. Ironic.
Pokemon Dash.
Yeah. And I remember specifically it was buggy as fuck. Because, dude, there was like a little space between this big ass truck and this little car. And I was fucking going over the ramp of the truck. And I didn't make it, and I fucking fell. I literally, like, these are the two things. I'm fucking going back and forth so fast, dude. I literally had to reset the game. The game fucked me.
Josh, if you could find gameplay for that.
I can imagine that in my head right now.
And there was another one, like, the collision detection must have been so bad. Like, I was literally just jumping in the air and fucking just smacked against something. There wasn't even anything there, and I just died. Like, if you stopped, like, you would just get shreked.
All right.
Yeah, it was bad, dude.
That's a good one.
I clearly didn't have a desire to fucking buy it again.
Yeah.
So,
GG. No re. Alright, mine is a game that's actually very good. It's an excellent game. I love the game. I had a fantastic time playing it, but I will never, ever, 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 ever play it again because it's going to be too hard and I don't want to do it. Bastion.
It's interesting.
Bastion is a fucking slick game if you haven't played it. But basically, like, the new game plus, if you will, you have to put these idols on, which makes the game really hard. And I don't want to do that, dude. The story was fucking slick, and I liked it.
yeah.
But I tried a lot of the idols in the main game. They're fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, you have to... No. I'm sorry. Too many enemies makes me triggered. I'm not doing it. GG no ring. It was good, though.
Alright.
Okay. Moving on to unpopular opinion.
Say, what's that button do? I'll show you.
If you guys have any unpopular opinions, or GG no re games, for that matter, or anything, send it to hapticintel@gmail.com or leave it in the comment section below, and we'll put it on the show and suck this off. So I guess I'm the only one with an unpopular opinion this week. My unpopular opinion is something that we spoke about briefly earlier, Stephen, but Ewan McGregor.
Ewan?
Ewan. Ew Cuck McGee should be his name.
Ewan.
Yeah.
It was his birthday the otder day.
Good for him. I hope he dies.
turned like 45.
Okay.
He's a dashing looking man for 45.
Yeah, he looks pretty good. So I bring this up.
Bring what up? Him?
Him up. Because obviously he played, and going along with Star Wars theme, he played Obi-Wan Kenobi, right, in the prequels. I think we heard his voice in The Force Awakens. Spoiler. What was that?
Nothing. Go ahead. I was taking this off for you, and I wanted to say something.
What's that? What do you want to say?
No, go ahead, please.
But basically, recently he had expressed interest in, for those of you that don't know, the current model for Star Wars movies is we get a main installment every other year, and then in between those we get a Star Wars story anthology film. The first one is going to be the Han Solo movie. I'm sorry, the first one's Rogue One, and then the next one's Han Solo movie. And the last one's rumored to be a Boba Fett movie, but that might not be true. But Ewan McGregor said that he'd be interested in doing another Star Wars, like one of those films, doing like an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie in between Episode 3 and Episode 4. Which would be very slick.
Yeah.
It would be extremely slick.
Yeah.
If he didn't play Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'll tell you why. Because he is a fucking cuck. Okay? Now, he thinks that we forgot as a fan base, and I certainly didn't forget.
Did he shit on Star Wars?
A few years ago, he shit down Star Wars' throat. He shit down Star Wars fans' throat, saying that they're the worst fans. And saying that he would never, ever, ever do a Star Wars movie again when he was asked that. Never. He was explicit in saying that he would never do one again. Saying that Star Wars fans are the worst because you have like 40-year-olds pushing little kids out of the way just to get his signature. Maybe, I'm sure you have in a couple instances, but that's not the whole fan base. But now, what I'm thinking is why he's saying doing this is because he would make a ridiculous sum of money. Ridiculous. Because he is... to get him, you need to pay him a lot of money. Because he's Ewan McGregor. Okay? Fuck you, Ewan McGregor. I'd rather not have it be like continuity or whatever and just fuck it. And just go with like an older person. You know what I mean? Like between episodes.
See, that's the thing though. He's getting older, so he'd be perfect for
I know.
You know?
I don't want to.
I think that he's
magic and makeup.
He's one of the best parts of the prequels, in my opinion. And
but he doesn't deserve the money. He doesn't deserve any kind of respect that he would get from the fans because he said that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that you're in that predicament. I'm all for it. I think that he'd be excellent in it, and I know that there's obviously reasons why you feel that way, and you just told us that, but it doesn't affect me. I think that he'd be an awesome.
But that being said, I don't think they're making one this go of a thing. But if we get another trilogy, I'm sure they might do spin-off movies again, and then we might get one. But yeah, I don't like him, and frankly, you know what? In Train Spotting, he's not good. So there you go.
All right.
That's considered his best film. Don't care for him in it. Fuck you, Ewan McGregor. All right.
Pokemon Dash.
Pokemon Dash. All right, guys, that'll do it for Hapticast episode 12. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thanks for everyone who has subscribed and watching our videos. We just want to remind you again that we're going to be doing E3 coverage, and we'll keep talking about that as it gets closer and closer and closer and closer.
We have a surprise.
Yeah, excited about that. We have a surprise.
Yeah.
What's our
we're not going to talk about it yet.
Yeah, but we do have a surprise. So, this summer is going to be big, so stay tuned. Make sure you share the video. If you like it, somebody else out there will definitely like it. Like, comment, subscribe, LCS. I'm Josh Toll. Brett Roberts, Stephen Hemstreet. We'll see you guys next time. The surprise being right here.
Sound like a Yu-Gi-Oh villain right there.
The surprise being right here. Shake your body, studio. Shake your body, studio.